my girl ballin' to a Russian.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White, 90!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ohio! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green, 90! Green, 90!
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now here's Mahomes. Jordan Reed has it, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a 1st.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Left. Switch. Ace.
This is Brown on the carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Mahomes going to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Josh Doctson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now a carry for Pirine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, that's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Crowder now to return. $21 well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Left, 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 left.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Muscles by it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead now stands at 13. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And that's caught inside the 35. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting.
And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. And oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back. And indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mahomes now to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Left. Ready.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Ace. Slow.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. It's hauled in by Doxson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, that's Mitchell. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? 9!
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go! Green, 90! Green, 90! Left, 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 left!
This is Brown. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they can't bring him down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And he'll bang that one through. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, here's P-Ryan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Left.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Perez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Redskins, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.